no idea if I'm any faster. Still can't clear that double. Might have a little session on that today. Oh, man. Hey guys, so I'm on my own today and I've come back to a place where you've seen me do quite a few times in the past, but I haven't been for nearly a year now, and it's just back at Bedlington Gallagher Park. It's 2 runs, black and red, last about 40 seconds each. They're nice, they're bermy, it's nice and dry, and I thought I'd just come here, sit down, have a bit of chat to you about the thumbnail title, obviously about the fact that I'm falling apart, just have a few blasts up and down here and just see how it goes basically. So before we get into it, let's do a couple of quick runs and see how it is. Alright, let's have a quick look down, see what it's like. Been a while since I've been on the bike, 3 weeks now again. Never do these jumps. Try not to go too quick here. Think about my cornering and leaning the bike more. Lean the bike, not me so much. That's it. Oh, it's nice and dry in here. Ooh. Whoa, I didn't like this bit. I'm always a bit slow through there. Right, I'm just gonna pull up here. No need to go that last little section. Let's pedal back to the top. Of course, like I say, first time being here on my own e-bike. Last summer I did a demo day on a Yamaha, and being on the e-bike just changed everything for me here, because it's 45 seconds down, but it's 5-6 minutes pushing up, and you're knackered by the time you get to the top. So I'm going to get a load more runs done. Of course, this place is it's very tame, well over biked here with all my suspension, but it's really good for practicing the corners and stuff. I'm just by myself, so under no pressure to keep up with people, just do my own thing. We'll get down the second one and then we're going to have a little chat. Right, so look down this one. Again, ooh, slow into it for the first run. Still can't clear that double. Might have a little session on that today. Oh man, I don't know what happened there. I was all over the place. Taking some questionable lines. Big one. There we go. Right to the bottom. Yep, that's that one. I've got to say, it's quite nice to be back here actually. It's you can't really make a day of it, but it's pretty good for an hour just to have a blast. And obviously, like I say, being on the e-bike now just means you get laps in, as opposed to before where I'd maybe get 3 goes on the red and 3 goes on this black trail. It's not really a black trail, but yeah, so I think I'm going to enjoy myself for the next hour or so. Right, go down the red one. This one is called Liam, and it's called Liam because we're at a place called Gallagher Park. So basically the trails are called Liam and Noel, and this one is Liam after the Gallagher brothers. I'm not sure my seat's all the way down. Not good at that corner. Ooh. Yeah, my seat wasn't all the way down. Right, back up the hill. Love the e-bike. So the title of this video, I'm falling to pieces, I'm falling apart. What's that all about? Well, as you know, or you may not if you're new here, I'm 55 years old now, and yeah, we all get these age-related kind of things all the time, you know, ache here and ache there, and you just kind of put up with them, and it's just part of aging, so they say. But recently, like within the last 3 or 4 weeks, in fact after my last ride with Adam at Chopwell, things have just been going really downhill for my health in terms of my joints. And when I say that, so I have been having a little bit of knee problems, knee locking up and stuff, but it's now got to the point where my knees are just aching all the time. And worse still, if I try and build my fitness on my hardtail around the gravel tracks and that, and I'm starting on an 8-mile route, which I'd normally do for a couple of weeks just to start building my fitness back up again. I can't even get around there without both my knees being very painful, which is not a good thing. The only saving grace is I did go out yesterday for an 8-miler, and it was one knee that just started at the very end to get a little bit painful, so maybe I am working through that. But it's not just my knee. I've also got lower back pain at the moment, and I feel like I'm walking on tenterhooks with it, like different little movements can set it away. Just lifting the big heavy e-bike into the car, I can feel it, and I'm consciously worried about that. My lumbar spine, the 2 muscles that run down, are always stiff. I'm getting stiff ankles. Thankfully my shoulders and wrists are alright. Woke up this morning with a really stiff neck, but that seems to have cured itself. It just seems a lot more than usual in the last 4 weeks, like worryingly more than usual. So today was just to see if I could ride the bike. So far, I mean, I've only done 2 runs. I do feel like it's not affecting the mountain bike riding, but it's definitely affecting my everyday living. Now I know what you're thinking, I need to diet and exercise and work out, do all that kind of stuff. Already doing it. I'm already doing it. I don't do massive amounts. If I try to do too much at a time, I end up getting bored with it and breaking the routine. So I am in a nice routine now. I'm doing a full body weights workout just once a week, and I know it's not optimal. I don't need optimal, I just need some strength to keep my strength, keep the muscles going. If I try to put an extra 2 or 3 workouts in, I might end up not doing any at all. So at the moment I'm happy just doing 1 strength workout a week. Also later on in the week do some, I don't know if you've ever seen Knees Over Toes guy Ben Patrick on YouTube, who's a specialist in knee and back rehabilitation. I'm doing his program 1 day through the week as well, which is quite hard on the joints. So I'm working on that, and I've been doing it for months and months, and feeling the improvements. Like I say, it's just this last 4 to 6 weeks where everything seems to have gone downhill really quickly. Also, when I get up in the morning, I do a 5-minute routine. Like, I religiously do this as well. It seems to be a habit now, where I just do like not a stretching routine, more of a mobility routine through my whole body, sitting on the side of the bed. And I do feel better when I get up after doing that. And I've done that for quite a while now, so that's helping. But still, obviously, something else is going on, and I think the thing that I can put it down to is my diet and my weight. When I first started mountain biking, 4 years ago, my weight was roughly around about just under 12 stone, which is probably a bit light for me. I did feel like I didn't have a lot of muscle at the time. I wasn't doing gym workouts, but I was cycling on the roads a little bit, and like my diet was pretty good. And then I did kind of put weight back on. I normally sit around about 12.5 to 13 stone, which according to the NHS is still overweight, but it's a nice weight for me. If you looked at us then, nobody would know I was overweight. I felt quite good within myself at that kind of weight. I'm now 14.5 stone, and it's all fat. It's all fat around my midsection, and it's not good. And I do think that it's a big factor in this. And I don't want to say this, but when I look back at because I've got a Fitbit scale that records the weight, I maintained my weight for the first 3 years of cycling, doing mountain biking, of around about 12 stone 10, 13 stone throughout the 3 years. And then I got my e-bike, didn't I? In June last year. Since June last year, my weight has gone up nearly 1.5 stone. Now, I'm not blaming that on the e-bike. What I'm blaming it on is the fact that you just didn't need to go out and exercise, doing cardio fitness through the week, because I just thought, well, you know, get on the e-bike, and the e-bike just powers you up the hill, and it was pretty good. And for the first few months, I felt really good on the e-bike, and as my fitness started to drop, I started to feel it getting harder and harder even to ride the e-bike. And then winter came, and I wasn't out riding around the roads trying to keep my fitness up, and I've just put on more and more weight, and I'm pretty sure that's a major factor to it. If you can relate to this, drop a comment, let us know what you're going through. I'm sure I'm not the only 55-year-old that goes through this kind of stuff, but yeah, it's a bit of it's just a pain at the minute. So anyway, I have locked in now. I am losing weight. I'm on a diet. I'm on a fitness regimen. Again, I'm back out riding the hardtail around the gravel roads, trying to do 2 to 3 zone 2 sessions a week to get my cardiovascular back to what it was. I'm sticking with my weight training. I'm eating much better. I've cut out loads of junk food, eating plenty of protein, all that kind of thing. So hopefully I can get myself back into a position where I'm not feeling so shit all of the time with the joints. But anyway, I feel like I probably rambled on a little bit much, so let's just jump on the bike, have another couple of runs. A little bit quicker in this time. Think about the lean. Still braking. Gotta get that bit quick. No idea if I'm any faster than I normally are. Don't feel like I'm particularly any worse. Oh. I think I'm done with that trail. I've had a good few goes on that now, and I'm not resting, pedalling straight back up the hill, straight back down. And to be fair, I'm not particularly that knackered. It's not hard on you, these trails. My legs aren't burning. It's just not that difficult to do a 45-second run, so it's good. But I do feel quite good. I'm happy to report that none of my joints are aching or anything. That's really good. Maybe the knee pads give us some kind of support when I'm riding, who knows. But yeah, I feel alright. Bike is running perfect at the minute. I'm loving the suspension now with the O-rings on the back, and the Fox 38 with the smash pot in, the V2 smash pot. It's just I think it's made my riding a little bit more confident riding anyway. Plus it's dry. How many times you hear me complain about I just don't like the wet? I'm much more apprehensive when I'm cornering on wet routes in the wet and stuff. I mean, I'll do it, but like I said, I don't feel like I have that pushiness at the minute to let the bike go quite as much. So yeah, I'm enjoying the lovely weather, who isn't? Anyway, I'm going to have a drink, have 5 minutes, and then we'll have a little go at this other trail. Black. Did I do it? Right, let's try that again. I think for me, what I find is this corner, then it, for some reason, in for that one, in for that one. Keep the... I think I might have cleared it that time. I'm gonna have to get the camera on there and see if I'm actually clearing it. Oh, I did that badly. Ooh. It's not as easy to get back onto the push-up track from here. I wonder, trying to do it without going all the way at the bottom. Down to here, miss that drop onto the footpath, and then turn up there. Maybe. Try again. Say I'm going too fast in there because I'm braking already. Not as fast this time, I can feel it. But if I can not brake, I feel like I'm getting that, like. Right, I'm going to stop there. I'm going to see if I can put a camera on that and see if I'm getting it. Alright, stopped. I'm going to put a camera on this little double. It's not big at all, but it's one of them ones that I almost got a couple of years ago. I think on the Nuke Proof, or might have even been on my old Specialized Enduro bike, but I could never quite do it. And I feel like it's because I just wasn't carrying enough speed through here. So I'm going to just put a camera on it and see how close I'm getting to it now. Only problem is it's not going to be great for you guys because the sun's coming in from that direction, so I don't know how well you'll see this. We'll give it a try. Not 100% keen on leaving my camera down there. I know there doesn't seem to be anybody about, but you just never know, do you? Right, no point in going in too quick. Just a little bit quicker, Gordy. Off that one. Oh, I broke. Right, feel like there's no point in going all the way up there, get me running, when I'm just putting the brakes on here anyway. Definitely not quick enough, I feel like. If I can not brake. Oh, that felt pretty good. That felt alright, you know. Up for another go. That didn't feel too bad. I do not feel like I'm going into the two berms quick enough though. I'm braking, so just don't go in too quick here because there's no point. Broke a bit. Don't know if I'm pushing off with my feet enough. Right, we'll have one more go at it. Nice and easy, no point in flying through this first bit. Like I say, I'm stopping. Still feel slow, slow down there. Oh, I felt it all over the place there. Right. We'll call it for the jump. So, there you go. It's fun. Really enjoying myself today, actually. Really enjoying myself. I don't know if I cleared that or not. I was trying to do the technique of pumping, but I'm not very good at it as you come off a lip. And I feel like this berm here, I kept braking. It was bringing us a little bit wide here. So yeah, probably not too much improvement, but we'll see when I get back if I cleared it or not. I don't even know how good this is going to be able to see it, because like I say, the sun was so bright. I'm feeling good. I think I'm going to have 2 more runs, do another run down this one and finish off maybe on the red one and go and have a look at the BMX track. Again, I don't know why why I come all the way up here to do this run, because I end up slowing down here. Definitely cased it that time. Whew. I'm all over the place, I'm all over the place. Clear off the big one. Ow! Ooh. That actually hurt my ankle a little bit, that one. It's alright though. Right. Gonna have another go on the red one. The red's a better track. It's a little bit longer. Oh. Just lean the flipping bike, not yourself, that's it. The more I get used to that, the more it does start to feel a bit easier to go around the bends, but I still get out of shape, like on that one there. This one I'm not really sure where my body weight should be. Right, so that is me done on the trails. I'm heading out now. I may or may not have a go on the BMX track. Never getting that, am I? That's it, that's me done. Oh, that last couple of laps on the BMX track was harder than what I did for the last hour going up and down the trails. Bloody hard work that. Of course, completely wrong bike. 26 kilogram e-bike, not good. But I really enjoyed myself today. Bones feel alright, my back's a little bit tweaky. Coming off that last drop there, kind of tweaked my ankle a little bit, but nothing that would worry us. Just have to, like I say, just persevere with the diet, keep the exercise up, keep trying to ride zone 2 rides a couple of times a week so that I've got a good base of fitness, and of course get out on the mountain bike when I can. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed that little episode, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.